Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen, because there are no benefits to thinking about all the negative things. So focus on what is good. If you're sitting around thinking about all the garbage and mistakes from your past, there are no benefits from that. Now, if you're going to think about the lessons you have learned from something, now that's good. But focusing on just negative things overall, there are no benefits in that. So focus on what is good and stay happy and keep yourself lifted daily. Yes, it's so important to do that. If you are out there traveling about this afternoon, this evening, make sure you say a prayer. Stay focused. Do not be distracted by being on your phone too much, because distraction is an enemy. If you are on your phone constantly in the public, that means you are distracted, and that is not safe. No, it's not safe. Also, use your hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Yes, wash your hands, because it's flu season and people are still becoming ill. So wash your hands. Do your part to stay safe and keep your family members safe. I always remind you of these things because I care. So do your part to stay safe. If you'd like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. Once again, if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. Well, I do have an inspirational quote for you today. And my inspirational quote is: make a plan for progress with consistency. Apply the steps of the plan daily. Then stay focused. The results will be on the way. Yes, that inspirational quote is simple, but the most important word of that quote is the word consistency. Why? Because you cannot expect results from anything if you do not apply consistency. It is so important that you are very consistent every single day, diligent about applying the steps to the plan and having a focus on the plan. Whatever it is you are planning, whatever it is you are expecting to change, or whatever it is you are working on, if you don't put effort into it, how can you expect the change? How can you expect to receive something if you put nothing in it? If you pour water into a glass and you pour drops at a time, if you allow space in between the pour, the water might dry up. So what I'm saying is, you have to consistently put in the work and apply effort towards the plan, whatever it is you are working on. This is the first month of the year, January, day 23. Each day you wake up, you should be focused on how to execute your plan. You should be so focused on carrying out your plans so that you can prepare for the manifestation. We should not make excuses. We should not procrastinate, but only focus on the plan and what we are trying to change. A lot of times, some people make a plan at the beginning of the year. Happy New Year. It's a new year, new goals, new plans. And they start the goal, and by the end of January or the middle of January, they fall off. Well, even if you have gone off track, you still can get back on track. You still can continue with the goal. You still can continue to make steps to achieve the goal. For the beginning of this year, one of my goals is to work out more consistently. Why? Because the older we get, the more our bodies change. And so it's important to do something better and more to develop and be strong when it comes to the aging process. Not give in to it and just fall by the wayside and tell yourself, oh, I'm getting older, so I got to just do what older people do. No. You don't have to do that. You can work out and eat right and do all the things that are necessary to fight that aging that comes to slow you down or make you weaker or make you fragile. Flexibility exercises, eating well, getting rest, all of those things, prayer, meditation, all of those things are beneficial to the body. And we should be doing something every single day to make sure that we are caring for ourselves, mind, soul, spirit, and taking care of our body. If you have a plan that you have already executed from the beginning of the year, I encourage you to keep going. I encourage you to stay focused. I encourage you to anticipate great results. When you think about the results from putting in the effort, you can only have great anticipation, because every time you put in the effort to carry out the plans for the goal, it simply means you are getting closer. But if you don't do nothing, you won't get nothing. So you have to do something. It is so important to be consistent. And I'm going to keep saying that word because consistency is vitally important when you are pursuing a goal. Procrastination and distraction is an enemy. Unfortunately, many of us have put off things. We have delayed doing something, going somewhere. And there was no reason to put it off or cancel or not carry out that agenda. It was no good reason for that. We just did it because we didn't feel like it. Well, when you don't feel like doing something, that's when you should do it. That's when discipline has to kick in. Many of us tell ourselves, oh, I'm going to work out today, or I'm going to go to the gym, and we convince ourselves and we reason within ourselves, and we talk to ourselves and say, oh, well, I'm tired. I'm not going to go. Maybe I'll just go tomorrow, or it's raining, or, oh, I had a busy day, so I'm not going to do it. No, that's when you should do it. When you hear yourself telling yourself not to do it, that's when you should do it. That's when you should press forward to go to the gym. That's when you should press forward to keep the plans you have prepared. Because every time you take a step according to your plan, please believe and understand the results are on the way. If you work out 5 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever your goal is, imagine keeping that goal for 4 months. If you tell yourself you're going to fast, or if you're going to pray a certain time, or if you're going to manage your money a certain way, imagine if you keep that goal for 4 months, 6 months, 1 year. The discipline and the determination is what's going to help you keep that goal. And it's a mindset. It's a mindset, because if you focus on the results by committing to the results, committing to seeing the change, committing to doing what you have to do for the results, then you will be motivated to keep pressing and pursuing the results. I'm telling myself this every single day. Commit to the change you want to see. That's what I'm telling myself. Commit to the change you want to see. When you commit to something and you focus on the thing that you are committed to, it's going to transform you in the process of you focusing on the discipline. It's going to transform you. Because if you do something long enough, then it becomes a habit. And a lot of times, many of us, we have to change our habits to manifest the change in our life. Because a bad habit could actually be hindering you from the manifestation of the change that you want to see or experience. So, make a plan for progress with consistency. And as you make that plan for progress with consistency, you must focus on it every single day. It must become who you are. Yes, that plan, it must become who you are, because as you focus on it, it becomes who you are. And in the process of pursuing that goal, you will be transformed. When I was in college, I didn't like math, and I didn't like biology. But I had to pass those classes in order to get my degree. So what did I do? I had to expose myself to information I didn't like, and I had to develop the determination and the discipline to transform myself to achieve the goal that I was pursuing, which was my degree. I could not graduate if I didn't take biology. I don't like math, but math is a part of music, and I love music, and I understand you can't do music without math, because music is fractions. That's what music is. 1/8, 1/4, quarter note, half note. That's fractions. So now because I have developed a different mindset about math and a different mindset about biology, now I don't have an issue with those subjects. If I decided to go back to school, I don't have an issue with that. But the point of what I'm saying is this: you must maintain consistency. When you maintain consistency, pursuing your goals, implementing the plans and the steps for your goals, you can expect the manifestation. Yes, you can. But you cannot expect the manifestation if there is no consistency. I just had a conversation with someone a couple of days ago, and I said to this person, how are you expecting to fulfill your goal if you are not willing to put in the consistency of doing what you're supposed to do? How? Nobody's not going to just give you something. You have to do the work. And how do you do the work? Do a little bit each day. Meditate, pray, do something according to what you are expecting to change. Apply the effort in that area. Each time you apply the effort to the thing you want to see change, it simply means you are getting a little closer to the manifestation. Commitment to the change and commitment to the goal, it determines how bad you really want it. How bad do you really want the change? How bad do you really want to see the manifestation of what you are pursuing? How bad do you want it? How bad do you really want it? Because if you want it bad enough, then in the process of pursuing the goal, you will maintain your consistency. You have to maintain your consistency. Staying focused every single day allows you to keep the vision of your goal in front of you. If you have to write it down on an index card and put it in a mirror, do so. Because you have to be focused on the goal every single day. And as I stated, as you are pursuing that goal because of your diligence, because of your determination, your commitment, your discipline, in the process, you are going to be transformed. Yes, indeed. Please understand, everything that you do, all the effort that you put into your goal, it's going to come right back to you in a full manifestation. But you have to keep doing the work. I'm going to read that inspirational quote again before I conclude. Make a plan for progress with consistency. Apply the steps of the plan daily, then stay focused. The results are on the way. By faith, believe this. Believe by faith. When you put your effort into something, you will receive a return. When you put your effort into something, you will receive a return. So, put your effort into something on this day. Whatever it is you have planned, whatever it is you are preparing for, whatever it is you see yourself doing in a week, in a month, in a year, in 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is you are desiring to change in your life for this year. Remember, this is the first month of the year. You can start today, even if you've fallen off track. You can start over again today. It could be budgeting money. It could be how much or when you manage your time correctly. It could be something as simple as spending more time with your family. Whatever your goal is, whatever balance you are trying to create, or whatever it is you are doing, you can get back on track today. But remember, you must put in the work and remain consistent. Because this plan for progress is all up to you. It's all up to you whether or not there is going to be a full manifestation of what you are expecting. You can't get nothing from nothing. If there are two empty glasses and you're pouring air into the other glass to the other glass, it's just two empty glasses. But if you are putting in the work every day, that means that you are filling yourself up in the process of transforming because you are preparing for the manifestation. So do the work, stay motivated, and have a spirit of expectation. As you do the work, you can do it. As I stated earlier, even if you have to put an index card in the mirror, in the bathroom, or wherever you choose to put it, reminding yourself of the power of consistency, the power of commitment, the power of discipline, the power of diligence. Remember, all those things that I just said will bring about your manifestation. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. Please share this podcast with others. And once again, if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. You can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just Google me, and you will find me there. iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Audible. I am there. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click like, leave me some feedback, and share this podcast with others. Thank you so much. You have a good day.